Good afternoon, students. As in our previous classes, we completed discussing the entire story called The Suitor and Papa by Anton Chekhov. Even though I just tried to give you a short summary of the story by Anton Chekhov, and I hope all of you have got the main points that what actually happens in the story. So today I will just try to show you the text of the story, and during this conversation what happens actually, that how Pyotr Petrovich Milkin tries to get rid of the situation of marrying the girl called Anastasia Kirillovna, and how the father called Kondraskin, Mr. Kondraskin, tries to force Pyotr to marry his daughter Anastasia Kirillovna. So at the very outset or beginning of the story, as I already told you, that Pyotr was shocked to hear about a rumor. So as you can see in the text, that one of Pyotr Petrovich Milkin was asking for stake party. As you can see that the text follows like you are getting married, I hear, said one of his friend to Pyotr Petrovich Milkin at the summer ball. When are you going to throw your stake party? So a stake party, a reference is given in the text as a party for a man who is going to get married, to which only his male friends are invited. So what happens that one of Pyotr Petrovich Milkin was inquiring about the stake party when Pyotr was going to throw that party. So coming to know about a stake party which Pyotr's friend was asking for, Pyotr Petrovich Milkin was simply shocked, and he did not know anything about what people are thinking about him or what people are expecting from him actually. So that is why he gave a very different or strange reply to his friend, that where did you hear I was getting married, said Milkin, blushing. What fool told you that? So he simply told his friend that what kind of foolish talking that he is talking about, or what kind of foolish thing that he was talking about. That as you can see that Pyotr's friend replied that everybody is saying so, and everything goes to show it. No use covering up, my dear fellow. You think we don't know anything, but we can see right through you, and we know everything goes to show it. You spend whole days with Kondraskins, you have dinner there, you have supper there, you sing ballads, you don't go for walks with anyone except Nastya Kondraskina, and she is the only one you take bunches of flowers to. So as Pyotr's friend told Pyotr that everybody was saying so, means everybody knew that Pyotr Petrovich Milkin was going to marry that girl called Anastasia Kirillovna, or Nastya Kondraskina, because his behavior shows that, as Pyotr's friend is declaring that everybody knew it very well, that Pyotr spent whole days with Kondraskin families, and he had dinner there, and he had supper there, and most of the time he spent with Kondraskin family. Okay, so that is why everybody was just expecting Pyotr to be a suitor for that girl called Nastya Kondraskina. So that is why maybe Pyotr's friend was asking for that stake party, and everybody believed that Pyotr was going to marry that girl very soon. But Pyotr, as I already told you that while I was explaining, or while I was trying to give you the summary, that I told you that Pyotr was shocked and he was surprised to hear about that news, and he simply came to know that it was just a rumor, it was not the reality, that he did not have any such intention of marrying a girl, or that he did not have any intention of being a suitor to that girl. So that is why he decided to go to the father of that girl called Kondraskin. So as you can see in the text, on the day after this conversation, means after having this conversation with his friend, that he decided to go to the father called Kondraskin, and as I already told you that Kondraskin was a court counselor by his profession. So simply he just reached Kandraskin's office, and that he wanted to sort it out, that what actually happens, or what kind of rumor that people were spreading about him. So simply he reached his office and declared that, as a matter of fact, I haven't come for Anastasia Kirillovna, mumbled Milkin, scratching his eyes in embarrassment. I have come to see you. There is a certain matter I must discuss with you. I have got something in my eye. So what happens that after coming to know about the rumor that people were spreading about his marriage, that he simply he was simply surprised, and he wanted to sort it out. That is why he decided to go to the father. Okay. So in front of the father, in front of Kandraskin, he said that, as a matter of fact, that he hadn't come to the office, or he hadn't come to Kandraskin's office to see Anastasia Kirillovna, as it was expected by Kandraskin. That Kandraskin thought that when Pyotr Petrovich Milkin reached the office, Kandraskin, the father of Anastasia Kirillovna, thought that he reached the office, or he had come to see Anastasia Kirillovna, right? So just it was a means confusion actually, that maybe the father was mistaken, that Pyotr was searching for Anastasia Kirillovna, but Pyotr Petrovich Milkin did not have such an intention of looking for or searching for Anastasia Kirillovna. He had come only to sort it out, that how or why people are spreading such rumors against him, or how means why people are spreading such rumors regarding his marriage. So as Kandraskin replied that, and what is it you intend to discuss? Said Kandraskin with a wink. Why are you so flustered, my dear chap, wet behind the ears? That's your trouble. I know what you want to discuss. To put it in a nutshell, in a manner of speaking, the fact of matter is that I have come to say goodbye to you. I am leaving tomorrow. So very clearly, Pyotr Petrovich Milkin stated his intention, that he did not have any intention except begging leave, or except seeking permission. Okay, that maybe Pyotr Petrovich Milkin was very annoyed to hear about such rumors, and he simply wanted to say goodbye to Kandraskin family, because he did not have any intention of marrying any girl right at that moment. Maybe he had come to see Kandraskin to say goodbye, or that he wanted permission from Kandraskin family to leave the town or Kandraskin house. How do you mean leaving? Asked Kandraskin, in his eyes bulging. Quite simply leaving, that's all. Permit me to thank you for your cordial hospitality. Your daughters are so nice, I shall never forget the moment which. So right at that moment, Pyotr Petrovich Milkin simply wanted permission, okay, to thank Kandraskin family for their cordial hospitality, and he also admitted that the Kandraskin daughters were very nice, okay, and he would always remember those moments that he had spent with the Kandraskin family, but he did not have any intention of marrying that girl. Simply he continued his conversation and said that, allow me, said Kandraskin, going purple in the fact, I don't quite understand you. Of course, every man has the right to go away. You can't do whatever you please, but my dear sir, you are evading the issue. It's dishonest. That is the main point, as we were discussing about the issue of evading, or the matter of evading the issue or avoiding the issue. So when Pyotr Petrovich Milkin reached Kandraskin's office and he wanted to leave the house or leave the family without having any reason, after coming to know about the rumor regarding his marriage, but Kandraskin at that moment felt very sad and put a blame upon Pyotr for evading means avoiding the issue. Okay, according to Kandraskin, Pyotr was just avoiding the issue of, or he was just trying to get rid of the issue of marrying the girl after spending a lot of time with the family after spending a lot of time with his daughters. So that is why maybe he was putting a blame upon Pyotr Petrovich Milkin. But Pyotr have a different intention. Pyotr have a different notion of the family, that maybe in his eyes the family was so nice, Kandraskin family was so nice, but he had never thought of marrying a girl, means girl from that he did not have any intention of marrying any of Kandraskin daughters actually. I don't understand in what way I am evading the issue. You have been coming here all summer, eating, drinking, chatting to the girls, morning, noon, night, and then suddenly it's I am leaving. So here, okay. So according to according to Kandraskin, that Pyotr was just trying to avoid the issue, and it was dishonest on his part. Okay, but as I already told you that Pyotr had a different notion regarding the family. So he simply inquired Kandraskin that in what way he was evading the issue, what issue he was talking about, what issue Kandraskin was talking about. He just wanted to know it. And Kandraskin simply answered that you have been coming here all summer, means Pyotr had been coming to that family all summer, eating, drinking, chatting to the girls, morning, every time, means morning, noon, night, and then suddenly he just wanted to leave the house or leave the family. So it's dishonest regarding or it was dishonest on his part according to Kandraskin. So I didn't encourage any hopes. So at that moment, Pyotr Petrovich Milkin again declared it very clearly that he did not encourage any hope of marrying any one of his daughters. So how that how could Kandraskin put a blame upon him of evading the issue? So he simply did not encourage any hope of marrying any one of his daughters. That is why it's very simple on his part that he wanted to leave, and he wanted permission to thank Kandraskin family for the hospitality, cordial hospitality that was provided to him by the Kandraskin family. Okay, so that is how, or that is why maybe Kandraskin family was very nice for Pyotr Petrovich Milkin, that he himself admitted that. And this is how the conversation proceeds actually, and I am just trying to show you the text so that you can see the text, and you can get the main points actually, because in alternative English HS first year you need to study the text very carefully, because in the examination you are asked questions on the basis of the given extracts actually. So you need to study in details. Actually detailed study is required in alternative English HS first year. So I'm just trying to show you the text. So in our next class we shall be talking about the rest of the text. Thank you.